the best theme team in Madden 26 is a 50 out of 50 Eagles, a 20 out of 20, or a 20 Zero Chill, a 20 Ghosts, and a 20 Vikings. As you see here, we have the Eagles boosted up to tier 10, the Zero Chill promo up to technically tier 5, but you only need to get it to tier 4, the Ghosts up to tier 4, and the Vikings up to tier 4. And I'm going to walk you through exactly why I believe that this is the best theme team in Madden. And there's also some things that you can do to kind of lessen the load or lighten the load, if you will, on your squad. So I kind of went all out with this team here. I think this is just going to be the best team for at least a couple of weeks. And we're going to make a lot of coins, and then we can, obviously adjust it as is. But the main reason why this team is so powerful is due to the receivers. Whenever you're making a theme team, you're typically trying to optimize for a speed boost on either your corners or your receivers. And the Eagles is going to give us, I think, the best bang for your buck because we have 3 wide receivers. What this is also going to do is it's going to allow us to get a good ability cocktail on our receivers. What was kind of the issue with some of the earlier theme teams that were really popular in this game was that they were kind of relying on Deion Sanders and Travis Hunter using the Iron Man ability to get them at wide receiver. But unfortunately, they can't get wide receiver abilities. And so you were kind of wasting all this free AP that you're given in this Zero Chill promo. So I'm going to walk you through kind of how I have the squad set up. So what we have right here is we have Harold Carmichael at our wide receiver 1. Now, this specific ability setup is going to be primarily for the Zero Chill event because of the hit sticks that you're facing. I am going to be optimizing for tank. I'm going to be really kind of highlighting that. So what I have here is I have Frozen Slot-O-Matic on him, and I am going to take this human joystick here, and I'm actually going to put tank on. That is going to allow him to break hit stick tackles. As you can see on this theme team, he gets all the way up to 98 speed. What you're getting is you're getting a +2 speed boost from your 50 out of 50 Eagles theme team. You're getting a +1 speed boost from your crystal cards. And then you're also getting a +2 speed boost for the Ghosts of Mutt theme team. And then because we have Don Terry Poe fully powered up in our lineup, that's going to give all of the Ghost cards a +1 speed as well. So as you can see, he gets up to 98 speed, 6'8". You literally could not ask for anything more. If you guys didn't know, receivers that are taller in Madden, they get better animations, they get better route running generally as well, like better cuts on the routes, at least from what we've seen historically. This card right here, honestly, I'm going to tell you that this is not a must-have card. The reason it's not a must-have card is there's some things you could do to get another really good receiver in this position. This is a really, really expensive card, this James Lofton limited card here. Kind of the same thing, though. We've got the Frozen Slot-O-Matic to get good cuts and catching from the slot receiver position. And then we have the tank here so that we can break those hit stick tackles. And he also is 98 speed, and he is 6'3". If you wanted kind of a little bit more of a budget option on this team, you could actually go with this card right here, Jordan Addison. The reason just Jordan Addison is a good card is he gets up to 95 speed. That's honestly quasi okay. You could also just throw in like a Matthew Golden or something like that, and they could be, they could get that speed. Not going to get 98, but they're going to probably be in the 96, 97 speed, which is okay if you're wanting to save a little bit of coin. But, if you want to just really max out this team, James Lofton is kind of a key player. Another key card, unfortunately, this card is really expensive, but Jalen Hurts. This quarterback is really, really good. The reason why this quarterback is really, really good is because a lot of, even though the Ghosts of Mutt players, they get 2 free ability buckets, the abilities that they get, they're not going to let you get like Gunslinger and Master Attack in the same card as of right now. So really all you kind of need is Gunslinger and quarterback playmaker offensively right now. I've got gift wrapped on him. Again, this is kind of for the Zero Chill event. If you didn't know, in the Zero Chill event, you will drop a lot of wide open passes. Then when you put gift wrapped on your quarterback, it will reduce that significantly. I also have the Dots X Factor on him. That's just kind of what I always typically go to. The other thing here is, as you can see, these are all +1 to my AP. So you could put Bazooka on him. You could put Dashing Deadeye, whatever you want as far as X Factor goes. But the basic deal is his speed. 97 speed quarterback, 99 throw power. You can also get a Randall Cunningham, but Jalen Hurts is 2 million coins. Randall Cunningham is like 5 million coins as of right now. So the two Eagle quarterbacks are super, super expensive. And, I think Hurts is the best of the two, or not the best, but the most economical of the two, because he's still really good, 97 speed, but he's not 5 million coins, only 2 million. Obviously, they're both super expensive. And what you could realistically do is you could put Josh Allen there and just say, I'm not going to put an Eagles quarterback there. If you wanted to do that, Josh Allen, to me, as of right now, the best 400,000 coins you'll spend on this game is Josh Allen at quarterback. He's so good, and he's right there, honestly, with Jalen Hurts. It's just that Jalen Hurts is super fast, and Jalen Hurts actually, for some reason, gets really good hot routes this year. At the other receiver spot, this TO, this is kind of the main reason that I think this sets the team apart. What we were able to do, as you saw, we were able to get the 298 speed receivers. We're also able to get that slot-o-matic and tank ability, which I think is really, really important, especially for playing the zero chill event. And then if you're not playing the zero chill event, you could put human joystick on all of your receivers, I think, with this. So really, really effective. But what you're going to see here is he's got the Eagles boost, he's got the slot-o-matic and the tank, and then attributes, as you see, he's going to get up to a 99 speed. So the reason why I put him in my wide receiver 3 position is because he's actually going to be my slot receiver in my offense, because I believe that you want your fastest wide receiver in your slot receiver position. If you're running any kind of like wild trio, close bunch, standard offense, even trips tight end to a degree, you kind of want that on the inside. So I really like how this kind of shaped up with having TO. And I think he's really the card that kind of put this team over the edge as being the best team in the game. The Chiefs were really good because you could get Worthy to 99 speed. The Eagles were still really good, but when you can now get TO and you got the other 298 speed receivers and you got the defense that they have, it's pretty much a no-brainer at this point that this is the best team in the game, in my opinion. The only other thing I could potentially see is going with a 50 Eagles and maybe like a 20 Jags or a 20 Chiefs. But ultimately, I think that the 20 Vikings is better because you get all of these offensive linemen that are Vikings players. So what I have here is I just have pass protectors on all of my offensive linemen. The only thing I have here on Donovan Jackson, you could put a couple different things here. You could put nasty streak on him, which I'm thinking about, but I actually just put post up on him. I really like post up for just those, 2-man rushes and things like that. But we are, if there was one spot that we could realistically upgrade, it'd probably be like this right guard position. But Ed Ingram does get the Vikings Kim, and he does get pass protector for 0 AP. So just kind of saving some roster spots by doing that. And then we have the zero chill Kelly and the zero chill O'Neal, and then our free Jordan Mailata, all these guys with 0 AP pass protector. Now, you heard me talk about Dontari Poe. This card is kind of important to just discuss here. What you're going to see here is kind of similar to the wide receivers, what we're doing, short and elite and tank. If you're not playing in the zero chill event, you could do short and elite. And then you could do something like bulldozer, or if you block your tight end a lot, you could do a secure protector. It just kind of depends on what you want to do here. But you could also do like this in short and elite in this category here. And then you could do like matchup nightmare if you want to give yourself a better chance to beat consistently man coverage. You could do jukebox, you could do bulldozer, like all of these are options. But what I like to do here is tank, short, and elite. And then I'm going to probably go ahead and actually get rid of his frozen ability, just because I don't think it's really that big of a deal for me, because I don't really run the ball that much. So I'm not going to be using Vanguard. But one other thing I forgot to mention, let me just pull up the card here just to show you. As you can see here, it says Ghosts of Mutt Poe boost, Ghosts of Mutt Snow Beast boost, +1 all offensive stats to Ghost of Mutt and Legend program players. So he boosts 2 things. He boosts the Mutt program, and he also boosts all the Legend cards, which is why that James Lofton is able to get to 98 speed, okay? He's a must-have card, in my opinion, in this game, and you get him through doing solo challenges. So he was a completely free card, and I think he's the best tight end in the game. He's 97 speed. He gets 2 free ability buckets, 6'3", just a really quality player here. Another theme team, while I'm on the topic, only other one I could potentially see is maybe a 50 Eagles and 20 Packers, because that could get you the Jimmy Graham card. But again, I just think this Dontari Poe is going to be just fine for you. Peyton Hillis, again, just kind of the same thing. The one thing with this Eagles theme team, ironically, is they don't have a great running back as of right now. So I'm using this Peyton Hillis. He's by far the best running back in the game. And he has Frozen Freight Train. You definitely want to have this on. And then you want to have the human joystick and the tank ability. The only other ability that you might want to have on this card is an indoor baller if you're just playing head-to-head, or, you know, some type of ability that could just get him his X factor faster. But at the end of the day, like, this card is clear cut best running back right now, in my opinion. I do have the free Mark Ingram card, but I just feel like Peyton Hill is just way better. Okay. So anyways, that's pretty much what I'm doing on the offensive ability sides. We are going to get a Tim Tebow, I believe, that we're going to get that welcome pack, that second player from the welcome pack this week. And Tim Tebow is just going to be slotted in right there. And then we're going to we'll do an update when we get that. But anyways, that is the team on offense. Okay, so what you're going to see here on the defensive side of the ball is this is kind of a puzzle, in my opinion, to kind of put together in terms of what we're going to do with our actual abilities. What I think I'm going to lean towards is, I think with the Eagles theme team, I think dollar is probably the best defense to be running with this team and really zone coverage, because the one weakness I would say on this team is you don't have 298 you don't have 298 plus speed corners. So to run man to man with this team, I don't think makes a ton of sense. So what I'm going to be doing is optimizing for a zone-based defense, okay? But the main reason we go Vikings is for this Patrick Peterson. This card is really good. He is, as you can see here, 6'1", 98 speed, 99 zone, 99 man, 95 press. You could run man to you could honestly run man with this team. It's just kind of up to you. But he does get this frozen bottleneck ability, which is kind of crazy. Dominantly win man, press attempts, and you'll get that for the rest of the promo. So, I mean, I could see that this could be a good man-to-man team. The problem is they don't really have, you don't get like 4+ corners. You only get like 1 or 2. So let me just kind of explain that as we kind of go through this. So as you see, like, my second best corner is actually just the free Trayvon Diggs. And the problem here is he's only going to get to 97 speed. So he's not going to get to 98, 99 speed. He doesn't even crack 90 press. So he's not necessarily like amazing as a press coverage corner. The other thing here is, you know, and then I'm kind of down into these third and fourth slots here. The slot corner on this team to me is probably, you could make an argument that it's really just this Herb Adderley card. I don't know for sure, but, you know, I mean, you're not going to have an amazing corner. As you see, he only gets to 96 speed. What you could do with this team is you could just slot Travis Hunter in there, even though he's not going to get the theme team boost because he's fast enough. He's going to get the Ghosts of Mutt boost, and he'll probably be, I want to say, at 97 speed. But the gist of it is just to say that I think the weakness of this team overall is the corners, but where you can actually change that is what we're doing in our safety positions. So what we have here, we have turned this Kevin Byard card into an amazing card on this team. What you're going to see here is he's going to get up to 98 speed. As you can see, 99 zone. So he's a really good zone coverage safety. Problem here is you can't, I mean, you can play some man coverage with him. He does get decent abilities, but he's not going to get, like, as you see here, he doesn't get inside outside shade. So what I'm going to do is just have him with mid zone at the top of the roof on the defense and probably deep out zone once it's all kind of said and done. But that is just, you know, a big piece of the puzzle there. 98 speed, Kevin Byard, and then Taylor Mays. You're going to see here that he is going to get to 98 speed as well. Kind of the same thing, though. As you can see here, he's not going to get inside or outside shade. So you can't really use those two cards, even though they're super fast. They're more zone cards. They're not really going to be a great man-to-man player for you, just in terms of abilities. Okay. One of the big things that makes Eagles really good, though, in my opinion, is actually what you're able to do at the will linebacker position with Jihad Campbell. This card is really good. You could do a lot of different things from an ability perspective, but the biggest thing I just want to highlight, 98 speed, 99 man, 99 zone, 97 block shed. So if you're in double mug, you can put this dude at defensive end, and he will do perfect for you in pass coverage when you're zoning out of double mug. And then if he's coming in free, he's coming in at a 98 speed. So this is a good card that you can kind of, a lot of versatility with it. You can just use him as a sub linebacker in dollar. You could use him as a defensive end in double mug. You could use him all kinds of different ways. He also gets really good abilities. I just keep coming back to this, though, with this team. I just think what makes the most sense is to go ahead and have, you know, a mid-zone KO on him. And then if you wanted to, I don't know for sure, guys. Like, I think lurk artists and mid zone KO make the most sense. The reason being is just linebackers in general. I just think lurk artists, it can't hurt the linebackers, and there's nothing else that you could put there to me that makes it that much better of an ability. And so the same kind of thing here with Cam Newton. Now, Cam Newton is a great man coverage player. Cam Newton's also an extremely versatile card, just like Jihad Campbell. And Cam Newton, of course, is 100% free. But as you see here, I'm just going to go ahead and throw some zone abilities on him. But he's up to 99 speed. So if you think about it in double mug, you can have off one edge a 98 speed guy, and then off the other edge a 99 speed guy. And then what you have with this team here as well is you're able to boost this Jared Allen card. And this Jared Allen card, as you see here, is 93 speed, 99 block shed, 97 power move, 88 finesse move. So this Jared Allen card is really, really good. What I do with him is I have an unstoppable force X factor on him, the frozen one, just to kind of help this come in a little bit better. And then I've got these ability stack, double or nothing. I've talked about this a lot on the channel. I'm not going to go too far into it, but double or nothing, instant rebate. And then one of your linemen having defensive rally, I just think is super, super good. And so, that's how I rock with Jared Allen there. And then kind of up to you what you want to do outside of that. Some people don't like Ndamukong Suh because of his speed, and you have this Joshua Uche. The big problem with the Joshua Uche card, in my opinion, is he doesn't get double or nothing for free. As you can see here, I can't really get him to get double or nothing for free. Now, what you're seeing that I'm doing is I'm choosing to go ahead and just pay for it in case I ever want to get into a 4-down lineman set. I can always go to this card. If I'm noticing that Ndamukong Suh is too slow, I got a 95 speed guy that I could just slot in to things. This also gives me some flexibility in a lot of different defenses that I can then use him with. And then I still have this Darius Smith, kind of standard card at this point, instant rebate and double or nothing on him. And then Ndamukong Suh, just a quick picture of this. He's got the Frozen Colossus, which I think is a really good X factor. Go ahead and put that on there. Put that with instant rebate and double or nothing. To me, is the best ability stack in the game right now. And I just I really am a big believer in it. And he's 86 speed, so he's not necessarily like extremely slow. 99 power move, 99 block shed, 99 strength, 93 excel. So to me, he's still pretty good. But if you notice that he's getting outran, you could obviously just slot in Joshua Uche. And then Drake London, Herb Adderley, to me, they're just slot corners in dollar. If you really look at it and kind of boil it all down, it kind of just makes sense to me that you have the dollar, you have these two as your slot corners. Or one other thing that you can do is if you go over here to our special teams menu, you see that I have kind of this hidden card, and this is the Patrick Chung. So the Patrick Chung is a legend card. He gets the Eagles Kim, and you're going to see that even though he doesn't count towards the boost, he's still going to receive the boost. So he's going to get to that 98 speed, which is what we're looking for. So we have this 98 speed card that can play outside corner for us. The problem is, as you can see here, he does not get any good man coverage abilities in this 0 AP bucket. So what I would recommend here is honestly just basically playing zone with this team. I just think it makes the most sense. Deep zone KO, deep out zone KO, and the pick and the mid zone is really, I think, the best way to go about doing your abilities with this particular team. And then as far as punter kicker, the Vikings, what's really cool about this, the Vikings actually have a frozen or a 0 chill punter and a 0 chill kicker that you can use. And then you can really just use whatever kicker you want in the kickoff specials tab, or you can save a roster spot by using Will Reichard, but that's going to put you at a little bit of a disadvantage. You're not going to be able to kick very long kicks. So anyways, that is kind of how I set up the team as far as things go. What I basically plan to do here is just sub in Patrick Chung into positions. But that is the 50 Eagles, 20 Vikings, 20 Ghosts of Mutt, 20 Zero Chill theme team.